Up here, so a lot of synergy, especially when you look at the Caitlyn and the Lucian, who can rack up those concussive blow stacks very quickly. Maybe a way to peel off some of these threats. Again, you mentioned it already, Caedrel. We've got a Kaisa, we've got a Nautilus, we've got a Hecarim. If you CC one target, another target is going to be in your backline in an instant. And on top of that, they're going to be shielded up. They're going to have that movement speed steroid all coming in from the Karma top.
Yeah, smart pivot from Misfits. They have Lucian Caitlyn. They don't need to go for a range support because then you're playing 4 range champs into Kaisa, Nautilus, TF, Hecarim. You need something to get in their face and stop them from getting control of bot lane. We saw Fnatic doing last game. They put a ward in the brush, makes it so it's easier for a bot matchup, but they haven't placed a ward. Mickey might get hit by the Braum.
Spotted out. Oh, we spotted that a little bit too late. He might have to burn the flash here now. Can he not hook out to safety? That's 3 stacks and 4. Flashing over the wall. Good. No follow-up from Misfits, but that is a not with a flash down early game. Yeah, we know Vander's around. Mickey's on the way. Looks like it might be a 3v3 for the Raptors, but they have Braum Lucian. So if Misfits played as well, they should have the advantage. Mickey? He's only level 2 though. The CC, the first auto going to connect with Vander. If he gets a stack here, that's going to be slow coming in. Mickey going to hook his way out to safety, but unless they can collapse flawlessly and take out a single breakable thrown out, double traps laid down by Kobbe. Jankos can come in at a moment's notice, however, with the ultimate. If Mickey does manage to land the hook, there's no Braum unbreakable for a few moments, but TP now coming in. They're stepping inside into Jankos, but Kobbe now in trouble because that is an unstoppable pony rampaging through the knockback. One more stack of the rampage, but Jankos can't get anything else done with the Q. Instead, they're going to turn onto the Lucian. Vetheo has overstayed his welcome. The collapse comes in for G2, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
Should be worth it for Misfits if they can catch this bot wave. G2 should identify that they need to deny this bot wave, stop Kobbe from taking it. Looks like they might just back off though, so all in all, a win trade for Misfits. As the game progresses, they fall off.
And I think when we look at it, one member that we have to keep our eyes on is Vetheo. We often forget what it's like, the pressure of laning against a player like Caps. But Veteo's been rising up for the challenges. We see the fight start to break out. Keep your eyes on the Lucian. What can he get done? Mykix in the middle of the entire team. Gold card does go down onto the very squishy Razork, but Razork's going to be able to back away. Mykix has dropped. Vetheo can just sidestep out over the wall. And all things considered, turns out pretty good, considering that Razork did manage to get the Herald. And Misfits finally finding the gold advantage that they've been looking for. It's only going to grow as the Herald does drop soon. We'll see where Razork wants to place it, but that's going to be Vander getting caught out. Unbreakable there. He can try to leap back to safety. The ultimate coming out, but he is going to get burned down. Jankos going to back away. The fear knocking Vetheo away, but G2 gets a kill for free.
Yeah, Vander standing up way too far. Mickey just on the map. Razork's on the bot side with him. 3 platings left on this tower. I think Misfits should be able to pick up the first tower of the game here. HiRit's based. He has the TP. Caps has the ult though, so G2 might look for something. It will be a numbers advantage if G2 commit globals. There's the TP.
Last plate is so tanky. Kobbe's going to stick around for it for a little while, but that is going to be the TP now coming in. Wunder off to the side, but it's just going to be a little Sion all on his lonesome, getting picked apart, but maybe they try to double down on this one. HiRit is going to go into zombie mode, but Misfits decide instead to back off, to give up the kill, and at the end of the day, a very questionable TP.
Just like we talked about, when one member of Misfits doesn't have TP, G2 can always have number advantage with the TF ultimate and with Wunder's TP. Now, it might have looked in from HiRit, but I think Kobbe might have died if he didn't do that, because G2 instantly turned on the TP, realized they had a free kill, whereas Kobbe would have been a lot harder, but they're choosing this push. Rekkles gets hit by the Q.
That's going to be the Q. 2 more autos. That's all it's going to take. They're going to back away. Razork still with the ultimate up and available, but for now it is the Dragon for G2. Misfits really not in a position to contest this. Razork can go for the steal, but he will give his life a quick sidestep, though. It's going to be a big deal. He has been slowed. He has been locked up. He's going to try to put them to sleep, but it's only Mickey that's been hit. He's now trying to get out, but he's just getting torn to pieces. Wunder coming in on the backside of the play. Vander and Kobbe forced to retreat. It is all good for G2 Esports.
Yeah, another mistake by Misfits there. First Vander, and now Razork walking up. Disadvantage numbers. TP comes in. He gets punished for trying to walk up.
Is astounding. Now, I won't make you do the quick math. That is more than 1,000 games for G2's top side. That is less than 100 for the Misfits lineup. And you can see it paying off now as the top side collapses and absolutely demolishes Vetheo for overstepping for just a millisecond.
Yeah, G2 just punishing the side lane. The only real side
Lucian getting put behind it all is a big deal. Similar for the Caitlyn, because Hecarim, he's building full tank. He's got a chem tank. He's got a phase rush. All of his damage is coming from his passive. That said, he'll still one-shot these AD carries, but in the meantime, they're not going to do any damage to him if he continues to build a lead, and they continue to get put behind. That said, set it for the Herald. 16 minutes into the game, no tower plates, but still a crucial objective. Mickey walking in, Misfits pulling back. They do not have a man advantage here. It is a 4v5 right now. Unstoppable coming in. Mickey has now been locked up. Wunder on the side, they're providing a lot of shielding. There is no damage. There is no follow, but Caps has been caught out. Forced to flash out to safety. Misfits committing a lot here. Coleman comes in, but Vetheo gets hooked, and it's instantly Rekkles in the midst of the entire team. Jankos ready to keep things going. The knockup going to come in, but it's going to be denied by the gold card. HiRit can get nothing done. Into zombie Sion, maybe a bit of damage. He's snared up, he's locked down, but again, G2 find a winning fight.
You can see G2 find the openings perfectly. Vetheo dash short 1 millisecond too far, instantly gets hooked, gets killed, and from there, G2 win the fight. They commit all their numbers. Jankos ults in, Rekkles ults in, and Misfits have to back away. They lose 3 members. Looks like they're going to lose mid-tier 1 as well. Caps looking for the stun onto Vander. The root does connect, but it looks like he's too far away. Kobbe has the heal as well. And G2, they pick up the objective in the Herald. They're going to pick up mid-tier 1. I think this Herald's going to be able to help them get mid-tier 2, but staying for too long could be dangerous. They might just want to make it crash and then set up for the Dragon, which has just spawned.
And 60 seconds ago, maybe 2 minutes ago, we were...
Because they're grouped up as 5. G2 looks like they have full control of this Dragon. Misfits pushing in mid. Maybe they can trade mid-tier 1 for the Drake, but here it's on the side. He can collapse onto G2. Wunder's quite fast, so not many shields for G2. The Drowsy's coming in.
Sleep going in on just the Nautilus, however. They're going to find the follow-up, they're going to find the knockup. Mickey will go down, so a good pick for Misfits, but a single kill traded for the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, good play from HiRit there. I don't think G2 knew where he was. They found the pick, they get a kill, but in the end, G2 pick up the Dragon Gold. And the only AP damage they really have is Razork on this Lillia, but he's not very far ahead. He won't be able to pump out as much as Rekkles ults into HiRit.
HiRit's been locked out. They need to body block his ultimate if it is going to come in. The flash away, the TP now committed. HiRit still with his ultimate. Maybe they could try to turn, but Caps, they've already picked Razork off on the side. That's the last source of magic damage. Pretty easy fight as long as they can sidestep. Gale Force away. HiRit's going to be frustrated with that one, but in the meantime, Mickey's going to be the one in trouble. Mickey's going to be the one picked off, but it's Jankos on the backside with the 3-man fear. Looking to keep the fight going, but still, they're trying to call him down. 3 stacks 4. He has been locked up. He has been stunned down. Maybe it's enough, but Vetheo getting picked up on the side. They have shut down the Hecarim. The money goes to Vander, but at the end of the day, it's still a positive for Misfits.
Yeah, Misfits find a kill, even though Razork got caught out at the start of the fight. They do manage to turn the engage that G2 chose. Mickey's going in.
Vander blocking so much of the damage. Where's the follow-up from G2? This could be disastrous. Rekkles has no mana, though. No spells, no Acathian Reigns. Maybe he's got one more in him. Wunder throwing down the poke there with the inner fire. Caps collapsing. G2 ready to take this tier 1. Misfits need to give this one up.
Yeah, G2 have so much utility in these fights. The shields, the double Everfrost, the stuns, the fears. They have so much utility to actually peel back
down. But again, Caedrel, I want to shift our attention back to the stakes, to the standings. Never mind, we're going to turn our attention to Caps just trying to one-shot Vetheo. The leap in, the gold card into the snare. HiRit going to look for a response, but you do not have the damage to get through this Karma. He is just getting shredded into nothing, waiting for that Collector proc to come through. Rekkles now on a killing spree.
Yeah, Caps is winning the side lane. Vetheo is the win condition for Misfits. He needs resources, he needs to push out sides and win. But he's 1 for on the Lucian. He's 2 levels down to Caps.
And again, Caedrel, the thing that I want to talk about with this G2 lineup is that I want you to think back to all the other splits we've had. This G2 team makes mistakes or has their moments. But in the past, we would not see G2 just bleed a team out like this. They are not taking any risks. They are just collapsing when they have van advantage. They're making so few mistakes, and this is unrelenting pressure for Misfits to deal with because Vetheo, he oversteps for a second. The full tank Hecarim takes 70% of his health with 2 abilities, and Caps isn't even going to get an assist. My God, that is a powerful pony. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Rekkles now collapsing. Misfits finding a pick back, but Caps ready to set up on the side with the stun card. Vander in no position to body block. Mickey getting done what he can. That's going to be the knock up on the Kobbe. Rekkles coming in the meantime. That is a ghosting Jankos. That is Rekkles leaping forward. The body block comes in from Vander to save his AD carry, but he cannot stop the pony from rampaging through. The shutdown onto Caps. The double kill comes in for him in the end, and HiRit left a zombie to try to get some mid lane pressure back as G2 can turn to the Baron.
That'll be Baron, and G2 find 2 fights at the same time. They win the one on top. Caps ults mid. Still a number disadvantage for Misfits because of the globals, and G2, like you said, they're just in form. They're playing this split out so well. There's not much trolling, there's not much differentiation in picks. Yeah. Wunder hitting onto this top tier 2. Now, I said it before, the first Baron is always good for tier 2 towers. So G2 crack open the top one, they push in the waves, and Misfits have to put numbers on certain lanes to stop them being able to push in. So Wunder pushes in top, now they'll send numbers top, and that's where G2 can take mid tower. So G2 playing so well around the Baron buff minions, and now Misfits are only defending their tier 3s. How are G2 going to crack this game open? They're going to look for a dive, and they're just going to play it smart with the globals. But it looks like they're going to have push on all 3 lanes. Misfits, if they want to find their way back into this game, they have to find a pick. But G2 is such a hard team to find a pick against because of how they're just the best team in Europe at this point.
It's also difficult because there's not really reliable immediate hard engage. Razork has to get something down to find a sleep. The Sion literally screams that he's coming at you when he ultimates, and now Caps is coming in instantaneously. Vetheo is going to back off in the end, but that's going to be the ultimate coming out from HiRit already. Mykix and the rest of G2 now retreating, but that is the 2-man sleep. Maybe that is enough to get the fight kicked off. Vander going to fall up with the immediate stun, but the body block comes in from Mickey to stop the follow-up. And in the meantime, Jankos is in the backside, rampaging across the entire lineup, but he is going to give his life. He is going to get cut down, and that is hope for Misfits. They will hold on to their inhibitor line.
Yeah, Jankos' engage was crucial, otherwise Misfits will be able to step forwards and get onto the back line of G2. So Jankos sacrificing himself there a bit. I think he thought that he had some more in these waves. Whoever gets control of this dragon has an easier time to start the fight, but the TF ultimate's going to reveal all of Misfits, and now G2 can pick how they start the fight. Caps behind them, has the rapid fire.
Will they turn? Vander holding on for now.
They get it.
Burn it down, they can walk away. Misfits need to retreat, but Mickey's gonna find the hook onto Vander. That's gonna be massive. He's gonna throw up the Unbreakable and he's gonna block what he can, but Mickey's already got the ult into the backside. Sion in the midst of the entire team. The sleep going down onto Caps. He's gonna get woken up, not quite, by the Caitlyn. Razork can now collapse. The stun card coming in. Razork wants to finish the job, but he buys a bit more time with the stopwatch. Meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, Rekkles has taken down HiRit. Now it looks like Razork is next on the menu. Caps, how does he get out of that one? How did that not hit him? The Q! Caps does go down in the end. The shutdown now coming in. Jankos on the hunt. Wunder has the shields to back him up, but G2, they're just gonna continue to Misfits.
Yeah, G2 could look to end here. 30 seconds onto Razork, 20 seconds on HiRit. They could look for double inhibitor as well, which would also seal the deal for Misfits. They got the objective, they got the Drake. You have to question why HiRit went for the fight. They could have got out and bought themselves more time, but G2 end up getting this mid inhib. Doesn't look like they're going to push for more.
For G2, the next Baron is surely theirs. 30 seconds again. Misfits has to be ready for fight after fight after fight. The fact that these objectives are staggered never gives them a chance for a break. Rekkles just dashing in. That's going to be the Gale Force. Instantly one-shots the AD carry, and he's not even going to have to trade his life for it. The entire team is there for him to make it out. He's a modern-day Houdini. Rekkles gets it done. The AD carry gone. One primary damage threat left in the form of Vetheo. Maybe Razork can step up and have a monster moment, but this surely should be the end for Misfits.
The waves are coming in. It's a 5v4. Misfits don't have as much wave clear without Kobbe, and they're so short range with Vetheo on the Lucian. There's no Sion ults from HiRit for the engage. Vander has the ultimates to find it, but G2, they take top in him. They push in the waves. Looks like they're going to play it safe. Very surprised.
Get done. They've got a single blue trinket coming up slowly for Kobbe, but by the time it's there, it'll be too little too late. This is Baron for G2, and this should be it. It'll be one last desperate hold for Misfits, but if G2 find anything, if G2 find...
Either they stay here and Caps ends the game, or they try to stop Caps' push on top side and then give up their inhib. So it's a lose-lose situation. Just look for a fight.
Body block, the engage now coming in. Mickey, the knock-up, the follow-up. Mickey now set to fall. The Karma Shield's not nearly enough. It's Caps off to the side, but for now, Misfits have gotten a single pick at the cost of very little. Vetheo caught out and taking some decent damage. Pressure on the top lane, though. Misfits have to back off. Misfits have to pull away, and that means the bottom lane tower is in trouble. That could be the third inhibitor, but Vander's holding on desperately. The Unbreakable, is it up? Is it available? Will it even be enough? Sleep onto Jankos, but unstoppable as he manages to make his escape. Wunder potentially going to get caught out here. The shielding coming in, the empowered tether coming in. Vetheo off to the side. Misfits holding on, but they're just getting chipped down. Misfits, barely. They have no reason surviving here, but here goes Vetheo. Wants to turn it. The stun comes out and denies him in his tracks. It's 28 seconds till the soul. Maybe, just maybe, Misfits can get this dragon back. They can stop this win condition from coming in for G2. But that's Rekkles. He's in the midst of the entire team. He one-shots Vetheo. Vander, though, going to try to buy time. That's 2. That's 3. He's looking for 4. Double kill. The auto. It commits. Rekkles goes down. Now they need to shift their attention. It's 12 seconds. Misfits do not get to stop. They do not get a chance to breathe because his Ocean Soul on the line, and G2 are ready to take it from them.
5 seconds. Tick-tock for Misfits. It's a 3v3. Top waves are crashing. Wunder has TP. Caps has ult. They could get backdoored here. If they look for this Ocean Soul, they're in such a lose-lose position. Watch Caps, he's popping the ult.
Walking down mid lane, walking in the top lane, it's the TP coming back. Can they cancel it? Meanwhile, in the pit, it's been denied. The hook coming in from Mickey, and not today. No glorious finish for you, Misfits. It is a classic EU backdoor. The creep's alive and well, the Baron buff empowering them, and Caps, he's gonna finish the job. It was dominance from start to finish for G2. What hope Misfits had left is cut down in the final moments.
Ooh, that game. Even though G2 were so far ahead, it felt like Misfits were finding ways to hold on with the picks that they made. But in the end, the Ocean Soul was the nail in the coffin. They had to fight it. If they lost that, the game was all but over. But Caps finds the opening, he finds the backdoor. G2 find the win.
And that's the compounding effect of all the advantages that G2 built. Even when Misfits could find avenues in a single fight, in a single moment, G2 always had the global advantage. G2 always had that pressure across the map, and it's